was good to be out there on the practice field today. It's always a neat experience when you're at a bowl site on a holiday like this, and some of the families have started to make their way into town. We had one of the moms at practice today, which was great, and I thought the players did a good job of focusing. I think when we got there, they were able to flip the switch into work mode, and I think that's really important to be able to do that during bowl week. And I think now, after today, I think every day from here on out, you'll see the intensity level will increase a little bit as we get closer to Friday. It starts to feel a little bit more like a game week, and I think the players have done a good job so far. They've been on point, and I think that's where we'll be going from today.
You guys sense that this could be a statement victory, considering the goals that are you have the 10-win season, and really wasn't so long ago when you would struggle against Virginia Tech.
I was not here when we played Virginia Tech, and I'm aware of the struggles. But again, I was not here, nor was anybody on the staff, and the players certainly weren't. So I don't think that will have any effect on the game, and I don't think statement victories. I don't know if those kind of expressions really fit. I know this: if we're able to be 1-0 this week, we'll be able to then evaluate the entire season, not just the regular season. And with 1-0 this week, we'll have done something that hasn't been done very often here. It's only been done twice before, and I think that will make a statement. And the statement would be that this is a special football team, and I believe that all along. And right now, we're just working towards being 1-0.
Did you flip the switch as well today?
Well, I think for coaches, we're always in that kind of mode.
Okay.
We really are. And again, I think the players have done a good job so far. And the practices we've had leading up to today, we've been working at a good pace. But even I felt a little bit of a different sense of urgency with the players today. I think it went up a notch. And I think tomorrow it'll go up a notch again, even though we don't have pads on. And then on Thursday, when we're in the hotel for the day, and we're kind of removing ourselves from all the other things that the city has to offer, it'll be one of those situations where it'll really start to feel, like a traditional game week, day before the game type of situation.
With so many seniors on this team, will you address them as a class this week, and is there any message you're going to have for those guys?
I really won't. And tomorrow we'll have our ceremony, which we always have, the last practice, and we'll carry the seniors off, which I always think is a nice moment for them. But I think if you get too involved in those type of conversations and those type of emotions, they really take away from your play, and they get in the way of playing at a high level. The reality is this: we're playing a football game this week against a really talented opponent, a well-coached football team, and we're going to try to execute a little bit better than they will in every phase of the game, and hopefully at the end of the game be 1-0. And I think when that game is over, then the seniors in our program, their careers here will be over, and I'm sure there'll be an emotional outlet of some kind. I think there always is. But until the game's over, it really doesn't have a place, because all it can do is distract you from what you're really trying to do, and the most important thing to do, which is to try to do 1-0.
Kyle, what are you seeing a couple of days in now that you're down here from the kicking game, Borghese and Federico?
I would say right now, I came into the week thinking, Borghese would be the kicker in the game, and I think Kyle's had a really good week, and I'm not sure Nick is 100% right now. So, I think as we go the next couple of days, we're going to have to make a decision of some kind, whether it's going to be Borghese or whether it's going to be Kyle or possibly Joe Banke. It could be him as well. He's looked pretty good this week. So all three kicked today, and it'll probably be a game time decision.
I meant to ask you that. Everybody who was supposed to make the trip?
Everybody who was supposed to make the trip has made the trip.
Okay.
And some of the players who aren't able to practice, guys who have been injured in some capacity and kind of are out for the year, they stay behind. They don't come to the practice, so you don't see them, but they're here at the hotel, and they're lifting with our strength staff and conditioning and that type of thing.
There's a sense that Logan Thomas might run the ball a lot, considering it's like their only known way to run the ball. You get that sense?
Well, first thing I'd say is I'm proud that I've gone the week without making that mistake, which I was very concerned about early on when I found out their quarterback's name. But I think Logan Thomas's ability to run the football is going to have an effect on this football game. And if we're going to play good defense, I think it's going to start with minimizing his effect on the running game. And then I think that always for us leads to good pass defense, and it leads to turnovers and again, passing yards to me is not really a statistic that I concern myself with much, but I think that we've been able to create the turnovers in the passing game, and those are things that really do affect the outcome of the game. So, I mean, I would be surprised if he didn't run the ball a significant amount of times.
Any other questions for Kyle?
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, Tom.